It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And the Spurs looking for a positive start here on their road trip.
And this is the second game of a home and away. The last time they lost on their home court. Now they're playing this team on the road, so they're looking to kind of extract a little revenge here in this next meeting.
It's good. Gasol's got the opening bucket of the night here for Denver. And Clark, two deep rosters in this one. Talk about the value of having a lot of guys on that bench, having those talented reserves.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. One, allows you to stay fresh, to keep guys fresh. And you also get a chance, I think, to wear out the opponent with the fresh bodies that you're able to have when you've got talented reserves at your disposal.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Got a piece of it. And here are the Nuggets now. To the inside. And finished off by Gasol.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Plumlee. Over Love. And the rejection by Love. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Robertson. And Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Here's Conley. Six on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Gasol, no good. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, he gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And 72% on the year, I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And another miss by Denver.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and I'll tell you what, they got very lucky.
And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his three-ball shooting and his passing, really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down. That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
In the corner, it's Plumlee. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Conley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. To the paint. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now here's Anderson. Good D by Gasol.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
And he gets the bucket.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
In the corner, it's Plumlee. Pass to Leonard. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Denver in the lead. Denver passing it around. Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered by Anderson. O'Neal misses.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Gasol. And it's blocked by Cauley-Stein.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Outside Leonard. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Denver shooting their first free throws here tonight. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
When you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good.
And Mike Conley, the fellow Buckeye, is about as reliable as it gets in running his team and doing everything you want a point guard to do. Crafty defender. He also...
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Leonard draws the double. Pass to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far. Right side, Lynn. Goes up again. Good on the bucket. Lynn's got his first bucket of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pal Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Denver lead. We try to stop, hold down, combat great offensive play. Clark, in your eyes, what are the keys to great team defense to do that?
Yeah, there are a couple of things, Kevin. One is communication, attention to the detail of what you're trying to minimize or take away. Good offensive teams, you're not going to be able to take away everything, so you try to prioritize what you're going to take away. And then just a collective commitment to communication and to helping each other, because you can't do it at a high level by yourself when you're facing a really good offensive team. Everybody has to be on board and locked into what you're trying to get done defensively.
Offensive rebound. Pachulia, good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Dotson gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Pachulia. That one falls. Pachulia's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
Now Lynn. He has 6. Urginus. Excellent D there from Beasley. To the paint. Basket counts. And now just a 3-point Nugget lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on.
I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing. Greg, you know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game.
A floater, and Gasol sends it back. A pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Love outside. And here is Conley. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Gasol with the steal. Fox with the steal. Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them. Could be.
A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 16-7 run. Fox with it. 6 points for him. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Outside Gasol. Back to Conley. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. It's tipped. Inside. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
And Fox is so good in the open floor, Kevin. Whether he's passing to teammates or doing his own grocery bagging, this dude's a major threat.
Back right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. San Antonio leading. And the Denver Nuggets, you look at their improvement last year, Clark, especially on their home court.
Yeah, you know, they owned the NBA's 4th best home record last season, Kevin. Went 31-10, and, you know, some of it obviously is the altitude, but also when you've got younger players, they play better at home because they're not quite emotionally mature enough to be consistent on the road yet.
To Bellinelli. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
So good at feeling out the defense. Bellinelli knows when he has room to shoot off the pass.
18 feet out. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Fox. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Out to the wing. But they recover it. Out to Conley. Offside Gasol.
And the way Mark plays, similar to his brother Powell, a soft shooting big man with phenomenal length.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And the rejection by Love. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Lobbed up there for Love. Back to Conley. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here are the Nuggets now. It's a one-point game. Back to Gasol. Pass to Conley. 5 to shoot. Down low. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got 6 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So both teams changing it up here. And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for Denver. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Denver in the lead. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Lynn's got 8.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Robertson. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Outside Leonard. For the tie. San Antonio again missing. The Nuggets leading by 3. Tipped away. Now Collins. Back to Lynn. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lynn's got 4 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the middle. Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Back to Lynn. His first shot coming late. And Denver again with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here is Lynn. He's got 10. Outside for Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Here's Robertson. And the dunk by Robertson.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Lynn. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Major props to Lynn. Charging to the rack with speed and sneaky athleticism. And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. "19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bertans for three. He can't get it to go. And now running it up the court, Matt pushing it up. Rebound by the Nuggets. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets ahead. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Denver leading by 3. Here's Dotson. A shot off that time. Here's Magruder. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And it's the Nuggets ball. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Dotson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Having now been a head coach for 5 full years, 2 years with the Kings, 3 with the Nuggets, Malone's had his fill of inexperienced rosters and has done a reasonably good job with them.
And it's great to see how Malone's been able to develop these young players.
Yeah, it sure is, because I think the players have a lot of respect for him. They play hard for him, certainly, and they see he's willing to make adjustments. I think he does a nice job adapting his style to his personnel.
Pass to Collins. Fox with the steal. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And here are the Nuggets now. They lead by 1. Here's Dotson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside Leonard. Back to Fox. Plumlee trying to break loose. From down in the low post, it goes. 16 points for De'Aaron Fox. Floats one up. Bertans grabs the board.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
They now take the lead. And 11 points for Kawhi Leonard. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Shot clock at 5. To the inside. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pass to Robertson. Back to Cauley Stein. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Conley into the lane. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anderson outside. Leonard looking around. Pulls it from 20. And the Spurs scoring again.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
It's deflected. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Pass to Gasol. And stolen by Cauley Stein. He lobs it up. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that just may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all a time to get sloppy with the ball.
Love inside. They need this one. Plumlee with the rebound.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Plumlee with the steal. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Clark, we all know you are one of the best players and maybe the greatest high school class ever. Guys who are now in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. What a list of names and great players.
Yeah, terrific players, and proud and privileged to be part of that class. 1979 is what you talk about. Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Terry Cummings. I could go on and on and on, but obviously some of those guys, Hall of Famers, and distinguished not just in what they did in high school and college and the pros, but in how many of them have lived their lives off the court too.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Antonio.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
And you know what stood out to me, Kevin, was his confidence. I mean, he was taking a lot of good shots and knocking them all down.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
And here's Love for three. Another three for Denver.
Boy, it sure is a lot of fun watching Love bury these outside shots. I mean, when he's hitting from deep, it opens up things for everybody.
Leonard with the bucket.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home.